going crazy.
Welcome to the Shield Football Podcast. I'm your host, Fredo. With me today, we got the whole crew. We got that boy, Jerron. We got that boy, DC. And got Steven in the back running things like always. What's up, guys, man? So NFL wildcard weekend is basically almost on the wrap. We got one more game tonight. We have the Rams against the Vikings today. Unfortunately, this game right here had to be played in Arizona today. But shout outs to Arizona Cardinals helping out your divisional rivals, but also prayers up for California, LA, the surrounding areas with the wildfires going on. But yeah, man, but that's big right there. Overall, wildcard weekend was crazy. Some blowouts, some unexpected wins. Jay, so what are your thoughts overall, man?
This weekend is about teams with superpowers putting pressure on teams without them. You've seen that in every game, that the team with something that they can lean on, put pressure on the other teams and pressure bust pipes. And the successful teams definitely are more dominant, more successful, more superpowers.
Yep. DC, what are your thoughts overall for a wildcard weekend, man?
Not bad, Fredo. We had a couple of nice games and a few duds. I really wasn't expecting it to go that way. I figured most of the outside of that Steelers-Raven game, I figured there'd been some kind of competitiveness in these games. But overall, man, it's still NFL football, and we get a chance to enjoy it. So we got to do it while we still got a chance.
Yeah, man, it's crazy that now, we're coming down to the final weeks of football, fortunately, man. But wildcard weekend, now next week, we're going to the divisional rounds. I'm excited, man. So let's talk about the games from wildcard weekend. Jay, you want to kick it off for us, man?
Yeah, starting out in Houston at the normal Houston slot, Saturday, 3 o'clock.
Traditional like no other.
Yes, sir. Yeah. We had the Chargers, the LA Chargers, also devastated by them fires also, coming to Houston, playing the game, and didn't go too well. Ended up 12-32. And Houston, led by the defense, balled out. My stats aren't loading up, but Fredo, as a fan, how do you feel about the way that your team handled itself?
Man, really, man, I was very concerned in the beginning. As we know in the group chat, I texted y'all saying, "Oh, Texans gonna lose this game." The first quarter, man, just did not look anything close to the Texans. I was like, man, why does this feel like the Texans are going to lose like they did against the Ravens, man? But damn it, thank God I was wrong and impatient at the same time, because after the first quarter, second quarter came in, Texans put 10 points. C.J. Stroud had the touchdown to Nico Collins. And then we thought, we left the Chargers too much time, and they were 3 and out, and we came back within 30 seconds, kick a field goal, by the first half it was 6-10, and then from there, man, Texans just were dominated, man. Defense stepped up. C.J. Stroud looked pretty good, man, and overall, I was very surprised from this win, man. And C.J. Stroud stats, man, let me shoot it to y'all. 33 out of 22, 282 yards, 1 touchdown, but 1 interception. Mixon, he had 25 carries for 106 yards and a touchdown. And my boy Nico Collins, man, 122 yards and 1 touchdown, man. Not bad overall. But to me, the show, man, was the defense. Defense did their thing. Shout out to Derek Stingley, man. 2 interceptions, man. Not bad at all. Had my boy Will Anderson Jr. sack and a half. 1 sack and a half. Not bad at all. And then you also had a Lassiter. He had an interception as well.
Yeah, he balled.
He balled out, man. And guys, Herbert only had 3 interceptions the whole season. And this one game, he had 4. Man, this defense stepped it up. Mind you, man, Chargers came into Houston as the favorites.
Yep.
Everybody was not giving the Texans any hope. There was some here and there, you know. Even I, man, I was even questioning the Texans coming into this game. But shame on me for doing that, man, because the Texans, I guess they got that little gear up now. It's playoff football. Everybody's undefeated. What you did in the regular season doesn't matter.
Right.
You're here now. But much respect to the Chargers, man. Coming into this game, they were the number 1 defense in red zone. We're like, damn, man, how the Texans are going to put up points, and they're known to be one of the worst red zone offenses in the league. But no, not that day, man. And everything just happened to go the Texans' way, especially that defense. Who won this game right here was the defense, in my opinion.
That's right.
Defense did their thing. They balled out. The Chargers did not look good whatsoever, man. Justin Herbert, man. I'm going to give you some of their stats. Herbert, he threw for 32, completed 14, 242 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Coming into the game, we knew the strong point of their offense was the rushing game. Total yardage for the whole rushing was 50 yards. We shut that thing down.
And that was the first couple of drives mostly.
Yep. And they only did 18 carries. So you could tell they were chasing the Texans after the first half. They abandoned their run. That was their strength. So receiving, the top receiver was McConkey.
Yes.
This dude right here is going to be a bright future for the Chargers. He had that one catch for 80 yards?
85.
Sheesh. Man, shout outs to 86. It was 86 for that one touchdown.
Yeah.
That right there, man, was hella good. But everybody else did not show up for Justin Herbert at all. They failed him bad, really bad. And I think the Texans knew, hey, we let this one kid kill us. That's okay. We're going to make him throw to him, and that's it. And that's what they did, man. Like, no one could have really just stopped him, but he did his thing. That one catch should have never happened, but because of a missed tackle, it happened.
Bad angle by the safety.
Yep. And usually that safety was pretty good.
Yeah.
Not missing tackles, but I guess he got too excited.
That's what it was.
So it is what it is, man. But this game really should have been 6 to 32. And this is good right here because the Texans have not put more than 30 points in this whole season. The last time I think they did was against the Patriots.
Really? That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the Texans just balled out. Sheesh, man. And the energy, it looked pretty good, man, within the offense. And there was some head coach out there that he said that the Chargers are getting a bye week. Boy.
Wow.
That was Rex Ryan, man.
Wow.
Yeah, Rex Ryan said, yeah, man.
Yep.
The Chargers getting a bye week, and Joe Mixon inside the locker room, he said, man, just puff on this smoke right here, the Rex Ryan bye week smoke. Texans celebrated in the locker room. D'Amico Ryans had his defense ready. And bro, it looked great. It looked really great, man. Got a comment from Average Man. What's up, gentlemen? Playoff football in effect. Yes, it is.
Yes,
man.
sir.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. So we're here, Average Man, talking about so far about the Texans W. But gentlemen, I'm hyped up, man. Next opponent, we got Kansas City now, and guess what? It's a Saturday at 3:30.
Texans
regular
only play then.
You know, that's the only time slot we got, man. But we're here for it. DC, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
168-50. That's the recipe. If Texans can run the ball, they'll get there. They'll get there. The defense, they did stand up, man, and played a hell of a game. But the game-changing play was that 4th and 1 when CJ had to scramble out of the pocket. And he hit the guy downfield deep for the first down. That right there changed all the momentum, because if he would have missed that, then that would have been a whole different game. But he moved out the pocket. 6 carries, 42 yards. You're going to need some more of that, especially coming up this week. Get out of there if you have to. Buy yourself some time. Like Jay said, why they let him roll to the right? That was the play. On 4th and 1 when he rolled out to the right. But, great job, man. Houston, big win. Joe Mixon, this is his first time over 60 yards since about week 13.
106 yards.
Yeah, he finally got over the hump. It's been a while, so they got uphill battle coming. But this game right here, Justin Herbert, he shit the bed. I mean, I know the defense was good, but come on, man. You cannot do that. You can't come out there and turn the ball over 4 times. And this next year for him is going to be the tell-all about him. See, we've been on the fence with him. Sometimes he's okay, and sometimes he look like trash. But see, you got away with Brandon Staley as your coach. People were giving you a pass. You got Harbaugh. Well, Harbaugh's first year. Now this next year coming up, no. You got to put up or shut up. You got paid and all that, and you're still struggling like games like this. You out there looking like Will Levis, man, throwing them balls, just back it up and letting it rip. You get a turnover, and you turn around and give it right back to the Texans on the very next play. Come on, man, you got to do better than that. They're gonna need some receiver help in L.A. They're gonna need somebody to go with McConkey, because Stonehand Johnson, it's just not gonna work out. It ain't. I'm not. They're gonna have to put somebody in front of him. So, but overall, man, good win for the Texans. Like you say, most people didn't think y'all were gonna come out and win like that. It was a very dominant win, man, and that front is something to deal with, man. It really is. The ends and the tackles is something to deal with. So, we'll see. They got the Chiefs next week, and we'll see how they go, Fredo.
Yeah. Real quick, man, I want to elaborate something that you just mentioned right now. CJ Stroud ran the ball. Okay, if your ones and twos ain't open, your checkdowns ain't open. CJ Stroud had 6 carries for 42 yards. He did enough to get you the first down, and that's all you got to do, man. Sometimes don't force those throws. Sometimes, And I'm kind of glad, man, that that one miscommunication that when he was in shotgun formation, ball slipped out of his hands. He had to rush for it. Like Jay said, he went to his right, looked for Xavier Hutchinson, caught it for, and they were down like 3rd and 30. You know, and he caught it for a 32-yard catch. I was like, all right, that was unscripted.
Yes.
You know, I wish it would have came out and said, yeah, we practiced that like the Lions did, you know. That boom. But yeah, man, I like the fact that we actually got our stuff together and didn't shit the bed on this one. Excuse my language, but yeah, man, I'm very excited what CJ did on this game right here, and I was waiting to see, is this going to be CJ Stroud's game? He did his thing on this one. Jay, what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, give me a second. This was wheels being broken. You saw the Chargers' wheel get broken in this game, and the Texans' defense is the reason why that happened. So the Texans' defense won this game, in my opinion, just by what they did in the first half. Game balls go to D'Amico Ryan, Stingley, Lassiter, who balled out, Azeez Al-Shire, who balled out also, Will Anderson, and Greg Roman.
Greg Roman.
Greg Roman.
The coordinator.
That dude is terrible. He is terrible. I see why they had the season that they had. They played old school 90s football. This to me, this looked like the 90s Cowboys, where it's you're either running or play action, right? And then you do field position, you kick the ball, and you play defense. And that's what they did all first half, and they wasted all those opportunities the Texans gave them. There's no reason why that game was only 6-0. That should have been a 14-0 game if they were any kind of offensive mind. You got the turnover, and then all hell broke loose. Texans gave them every chance to build a lead, and Greg Roman constantly 3rd and 2. He's just running into the line. Let's do a inside zone dive into the line, and then 4th down, let's do some BS 1-yard pass to Quentin Johnson. And let me hop on to Quentin Johnson. If Quentin Johnson was left uncovered, I would still double guess. I would still second guess, like, do I want to throw to this dude? What was his stat line? He was
0 for 0.
He 5 targets, 0 for 0 for 0. He had nothing. Yeah, he's just a waste of space, waste of a body at this point.
But also Lassiter was on him though.
Lassiter, Stingley were on him, but man, he had opportunity. The ball was in his hands.
First round pick.
Yeah,
right. Thank you.
That's my point.
Thank
First
you.
round pick.
So my next thing, it was 30-19 in their 10-yard line, in their 5-yard line, and to me that saved the season because y'all had nothing shaking. Y'all had nothing shaking the whole game, and that lit a fire, and that wheeled y'all on to getting the offense going. And I kind of think at that moment, the Chargers were rushing their ass off all game previous to that. And then after that, you noticed there was no more rush. They did everything they could, and they look over at their offense and they said, why don't we have more points? We're hitting CJ, we're stopping Joe Mixon all first half, and then CJ made a play, and that to me that broke the wheel of the Chargers defense. And again, why teams let him roll right? I never get. I've said it all season. The offense is 3rd and long. CJ rolls right, makes an over the middle throw, move the sticks. That's the Texans offense. But what else? Justin Herbert. You brought it up. Why are people putting him in the elite category?
because of his rookie season.
But that was a whole contract ago. We saw what he did against the Jaguars in the playoffs, right? That was a 21-point lead that his team blew. In this game, he couldn't get anything going. He threw 4 interceptions, and he was 4 for 81 to the Texans. Or 4 for 108, excuse me, to the Texans, and a touchdown. Like, I don't see what the love is with Justin Herbert. To me, he's got arm talent, right? Jay Cutler had arm talent. Like, people can have arm talent,
no doubt,
and still just be a good quarterback. And what brought me to this was Bucky Brooks, even after the game, put him in the second tier. He put Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and then he put him in a tier with Joe Burrow and stuff like that. And I'm like, what are you watching? I haven't seen this dude do a damn thing in my life. And
he hasn't won a playoff game.
And he came into this game as the favorite, like we said, and he choked it away. He looked terrible. So I'm just trying to figure out why he's in that elite status while other quarterbacks aren't. And basically the Chargers shit the bed. The Texans defense, man, if they play like that again, if they can replicate that in any game going forward, it's gonna be tough to beat them.
Yeah. To me, I would like to put Herbert just like Lawrence, like right there.
A little bit above Lawrence, but I just never see what's so special. He's had bad seasons, healthy. He's had this season with Harbaugh. I just don't feel like he's not Joe Burrow.
No. And with Greg Roman running the offense, they may as well trade him and bring in Russell Wilson or somebody like that just to run the old school, like Jay said, that 90s offense that they want to run. There's no reason to pay a guy that much money to run that type of offense.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? So
any average quarterback can do it.
Yeah, for what they want to do.
Yeah.
They really want to run the ball 30, 35 times. That's what they want to do.
Yeah.
And then catch you on the play action every now and then. But you don't want to pay a guy that kind of money to do that. When you get that kind of money, I want you, make plays when plays need to be made. Mm-hmm. And he's not doing it, not at all.
And remember when I said last episode that, the Chargers really haven't played any good type of, teams. Mm-hmm. Their schedule did favor them a lot this season, and that's why they had that 11-6 record. But when they played those, playoff bound type of teams, they kind of struggled, and the only one that really beat, I believe, it was the Bengals. Mm-hmm. But but playoff football is different. Texans,
especially on the road.
Mm-hmm. Mind you, though, man, I know coming in against this game right here, I was like, I'd rather play the Chargers than the Steelers, just because the Steelers fan base does scare the shit out of me.
Yes.
Because they travel a lot. And I know that they would have bought all the tickets out there that was being sold, so, but thank God that, I don't know, a Charger fan in Houston.
Oh, there's Chargers fans in LA, there's no Charger fan.
But overall that, I was very confident before the game started that Texas was going to win. But the first quarter, I was like, oh, shit, here we go. But thank God I was proven wrong, man. Like I texted you on the group chat, I thought this game was going to be over.
Yeah, like the defense never blinked, though. That's why I was confident.
Yeah,
I kept seeing, I was like, the defense is playing their ass off, and they should be down, and they're not.
Yeah. I got some comments from average man right here. He said we scored 41 points against the Patriots and 34 against the Cowboys, but we lost to the Jets. Fair point.
That one, he brings that up all the time. That one hurts.
I know average man is still bugged about that one. I guess he lost money on that one, I'm assuming.
No, they're the Jets. I would be very mad about that too.
And then he said, why does the OC keeps trying these unsuccessful play tricks? I'm assuming he's talking about the Texans OC.
Yeah, the Joe Mixon fumble came off that halfback pass, which it was just a bad timing. Yeah. He should have never called it, but at the same token, Joe Mixon's a running back. He should not fumble the ball.
Yeah, I agree. All right, gentlemen. Anything else from this badass game? Before we move on to the next one.
Greg Roman, come on, man, come on, get in the. It's 2025, and you still in 1995. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. On to the next game right here, man. Next game we have the Steelers at the Ravens, divisional round. This is the third time they meet up this season. Final score 14-28. Ravens take care of business at home, real fast, real quick, and just shatter the dreams of the Steelers, unfortunately, man. All right. Jay, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
Yeah, I want to start out with just saying people need to calm down. We're watching Hall of Famers play. Lamar Jackson's going to be a Hall of Famer, and people are getting caught up in this playoff BS. The dude is a monster. Playoffs are tough, and you have to have a good team around you. They added Derrick Henry, and look what the hell had happened. Mm-hmm. Derrick Henry, 26 carries, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns in his playoff debut with the Ravens. He carried them. Lamar carried them. They were without Zay Flowers, and it ended up being a closer game than it should have been because of the second half mini comeback.
Yeah.
By the Steelers. They just woke up and actually started playing football. But yeah, like we're watching Lamar Jackson. The dude is a Hall of Famer, and I guarantee he's gonna have that go jacket. And when you go back and watch his career, with all the MVPs, all the rushing, all the punishment he takes, they're gonna put some respect on this dude's name. And I'm glad he has a chance to keep going. Next game is gonna be incredible. But sticking with this game, the Steelers, they've lost 6 straight playoff games. And Tomlin, Steelers fans, Pittsburgh Steelers Nation, don't play with that man. If y'all start calling for his head and fire Tomlin, the only reason y'all in this position now is because of this coach. And if y'all don't want him, I got a head coach opening in Dallas. I would love to take this dude. This to me, this isn't his fault. The team is just built badly. Outside of Pickens, what you got? You got Mike Williams every once in a while. With Russell Wilson, we say it all the time. I think we're pretty good scouts in this show. The intermediate is done. It's short or it's deep shots, and that's what we saw. They came to life when they hit Pickens on the deep shot. They hit Mike Williams on the deep shot. But overall, it's just I don't know where this team goes from here. How are they looking with Pickens? If you heard his comments after the game about the offense, what are they doing with Mike Tomlin? What are they doing with T.J. Watt and all this other stuff? But the question I have to y'all: what happens with Russell Wilson next?
I say he stays. Until they find their future, franchise quarterback. Because what other quarterback you gonna get in there? You could bring in Kirk Cousins, but
make a play for Sam Darnold. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but you gotta with Sam Darnold. We know what he did with the Jets. He didn't have all the best weapons. Yeah, over here, he doesn't have the best weapons either. That's true. Not unless if you bring like all of a sudden bring a stud running back and a stud wide receiver, then I can see Sam Darnold doing it and maybe bring that Shanahan Kubiak type of offense into him so that benefits the style he plays. But until then, man, I say you stick with Russell Wilson. He's a great bridge quarterback. You don't have to pay him a lot, So I say you just stick to him until you find some good pieces in your offense, man. Because right now, they ain't got the pieces, man. Harris ain't the running back that we thought that he was in Alabama.
He's a backup.
And Pickens is just, God, he's just a toxic receiver.
Yeah. But Pickens is talented, but like you said, toxic as hell.
DC, man, what are your thoughts, man?
I don't think either one of these quarterbacks come back next year. I really don't. I think I'm line of Jay. They're going to reach out to somebody else. Mm-hmm. You can't. Well, the locker room going to look at that and be like, we ain't getting no better. Y'all ain't even trying. You just running this thing back again. Mm-hmm. We already know what this looks like. I don't know what they're going to be able to do, but like you say, Sam Darnold's option or Kirk Cousins. It just depends if those guys want to go there.
Yeah.
So they got their hands full. And like you say, like Mike Tomlin is the reason they're in this position.
Right.
And it's a double-edged sword with Tomlin. You get these winning seasons, but guess what? You get stuck the late part of the draft. You never get to get your quarterback. Yeah. And that's what those people have to look at. Yeah, to me, the quarterback is the problem.
Yeah.
And it's been there for years. In some kind of way, he's still been getting in the playoffs without good quarterback play.
In that division.
Right.
He's been doing it for years, and he keeps figuring it out, but this is far they're going to go. It ain't the coach. It's going to take the quarterback to get him over that hump, man. And like you say, Najee Harris, first round, done. He's back up. Don't even think about bringing him back. I don't expect him to be there at all next year. So, but yeah, I think neither one of these quarterbacks will be here next year. George Pickens, I don't think he really wants to be there. The fact that you come out in the media and say that at the exit game, the interview, no, he's not optimistic about Arthur Smith. So Arthur Smith just got there. Yeah. And what are you going to do now? He'll probably be there next year, and you'll probably be there next year too. Yep. So you got to figure out how to make it work.
Common question from Average Man. Do you guys think King Henry is going to the Hall of Fame? I believe so. Jerry said yes. DC?
He got 2,000.
Well,
yeah, 2,000 and a lot more to go with it. Yeah.
All of us in the table, Average Man, believe that man's going to get his gold jacket, first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah.
He's had a better career than Eddie George.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eddie George is in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And Eddie George, did Eddie George make it to the Super Bowl?
Yes. Yeah. Against the Rams.
Yeah, against the Rams. Yep. They were inches away. Inches. Yep. Yeah. All right, gentlemen, anything else from this game right here?
I saw a really funny comment. They said that if they combine the Chargers and the Steelers wide receiver corps, they might have a good one.
It might.
You might have a good. You might have a top 15 if get both of those wide receiving groups together.
I'm telling you, man. Like, you know, Pittsburgh is not that far away from getting their team situated, man. Just you gotta get that quarterback, man.
Yes, but that's tough.
It is tough. I mean, they're gonna have to make a crazy trade to get up that number one or at least top 5 spot to get you a quarterback. But until then, man, Russell Wilson, man, like, I mean, Mr. Unlimited is gonna be it. Unfortunately, gentlemen, next game.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's kick it off. Next game, we have the Broncos at the Bills. Final score 7-31. Bills just dominated, man. Well, there's nothing much to say about this. Bills just dominated. They did their thing. Overall, man, offense on point, defense on point. Basically, after the first quarter, defense did not allow the Broncos to even score. So, what do you expect? DC, what are your thoughts, man?
Man, this didn't turn out the way I thought it did, but it could have been a whole lot different. They come out real quick, and they score a touchdown on their first drive. And the next thing you know, I mean, their defense, their defense did play a hell of a game.
Yeah.
Up until 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Look about this. You said it was up 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah.
A touchdown would have put them ahead.
Yeah.
And think about this. Right before half, they missed a field goal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton dropped the ball. I mean, they made him punt. It was a third and long, and he dropped the ball. Hit him right between his hands, and he still dropped it. But and it's kind of like what Jay said a while ago. We keep giving you the ball, the defense. We keep stopping, but you're not doing nothing with it. And you can see it at the end, man, them guys, they just quit tackling.
Yeah.
They really did. And Josh became Superman. When a play needed to be made, he made it with his legs.
Yeah.
And the one that broke their back was the 4th and 1.
Yeah.
The 24-yard touchdown.
Yep.
This far from being incomplete.
Yep.
And that was a wrap right there. That broke their back right there, and it was over with. It was over. And every next time they got the ball 8 times.
Yeah.
Punted 4.
Yeah.
The time of possession, 18 minutes for Denver.
Ooh.
41 for Buffalo. So Buffalo just keep away. And eventually, when you can run the ball like that, you will wear a defense out. And it's going to be good to see what happened this week with the matchup with them in Baltimore, how that's going to turn out.
Yep.
It's going to be a keep away thing, and whoever can do that, man, we got a real chance of winning. But yeah, nice season, Denver, but it's a wrap for you guys now. So, and they're in off season, they're going to be probably in the market to find a running back to go with that too, and maybe another receiver to go in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, good season overall. Hell of a game by Buffalo. Yeah. I can't wait to see this next one coming up for them, man.
DC, man, you said it, man. House money with the Broncos. You know. And we know your pick from last week. It caught a lot of
flack.
Flack, man. But hey, man, people loved you. Some people questioned you, man. But that was pretty awesome to see, man. As we saw right there in the comment section. Yeah, man. I think the Broncos are right there, man. I think the Broncos, like DC said, put a running back, put another wide receiver. You'd be good to go, man. Their defense is right there, man.
Yeah.
Jay, what are your thoughts overall, man?
Yeah, overall, the Broncos are ahead of schedule. But this goes with the theme I said earlier. Who's got the superpower? Mm-hmm. And one team had the superpower of having Josh Allen, and the other team didn't. They had Bo Nix, who's a rookie, who has a bright future. One team made plays, big plays. One team didn't. One team missed out on plays. And that's the difference in the game. James Cook, I got to give kudos to that cat. He came out in the first half, and he was dominant. 13 carries for 78 yards and a touchdown in the first half. Yeah. The rest of it was just gravy. The rest of it was just like, hey, I did my job already. I get what I can get. Josh Allen, it's your turn. And he turned into Superman, like DC said. The rushes, the dude he's built like a buffalo, like literally, like the mascot. The way he's taking punishment, giving out punishment, is great. But still a good year for Denver. Nobody thought Denver was going to be here in this situation. So again, house money for Denver, like you said. But yeah, the superpower of having Josh Allen, who can run for 8 for 46. He was 20 of 26 for 272, 2 touchdowns, and underrated cats are emerging. They to me, their wide receiving core is still shaky as hell.
Yes, it is.
But where did this Ty Johnson cat come from?
Who?
He making plays all over the field. He made plays in the regular season. I was just like, damn, I don't know how the hell that happened. And in this, he was the one who caught the touchdown. Running back down the field in the end zone. Somehow, some way, 4th and 1 catches the touchdown. Nobody can scout for that. Yeah. So they're bringing out all the weapons, and we'll see how it goes from here on. But yeah, he got him one and got him a win in the wild card.
Yep. I got a comment from Mr. Average Man. It says Broncos offense is not there yet. They won't be going anywhere anytime soon as long as Josh Allen is at Buffalo. Yeah. So
they got to get by Mahomes.
Yep. You got Mahomes, Lamar Jackson.
The AFC is tough.
Yeah. Joe Burrow gonna be back next year.
Oh,
I can't lie. The AFC is too tough.
And Deshaun Watson could be back.
No, he's not.
Oh man, I had to throw that jab in there,
That's
man.
messed up.
If I could get one in there from that man, because he owes me $150 for my damn jersey, man. But yeah, man. Josh Allen is playing MVP type of level. So I got a question for y'all, man. So we know the Buffalo Bills are going to play the Ravens.
Right.
Now, before I ask you this question, answer this question for me. Are there ballots for MVP already put in?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because I was thinking, if it was, if it was up to me, if I was the commissioner, whoever wins this game gets the MVP.
This is an MVP game, yeah.
But yeah, so I guess they already submitted in. But in my head, I would like to think whoever wins this game gets the MVP.
To me,
but if I'm asking y'all, Jerron and DC, who's your MVP out of Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson?
I still give it to Josh Allen. Once you look at their receiving core, you come on. The only offensive player he's got really that he can depend on from down to down is James Cook,
running back.
But when you look at the receivers, man.
Yeah. How about you, DC? Who's your MVP of this year?
I still want to give it to Lamar.
Yeah.
His numbers are just astronomical, man.
Yeah.
I know, you get the fatigue involved, and so they'll probably give it to Josh. But both these guys have a hell of a season, like Jay said.
Yeah.
You've seen Josh Allen raise other players up.
Yeah.
And that's part of it when you can do that, man. So he'll probably end up getting it. I won't be mad either way, but, man, just looking at Lamar's number, it's just crazy, man.
Yeah. To me, it'd be Josh Allen, man. Just the fact that he's doing it with no names at all. Like Jay said, man, the only dependable playmaker he has in his offense is James Cook, and sometimes he kind of does not even show up sometimes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So, other than that, man, Kincaid was in and out. Knox, he didn't do as much, but he did his thing.
He had one big catch.
And you got Shakir. Yeah. I mean, dude, like even on our fantasy, when I text y'all, I was like, hey, man, Shakir is going to be the number one receiver, or is it going to be Samuel? And you were like, well, both of y'all tell me something different. It's like, damn.
You don't know what they are.
So we don't know who's the actual number one. I was like, where it was open, I guess, this point.
Amari Cooper only got, two targets or 2 receptions?
Yep. And I keep forgetting Amari Cooper's there, man. Yep. They got him in the trade.
They forget Amari Cooper's there.
Yeah, I was like, man, so that's crazy. So the fact that he's doing that with a bunch of no names and someone just got their trade deadline, it's crazy. So, yeah, man, to me, Josh Allen's got it.
But I think Lamar got All-Pro first team. He was the quarterback for the AFC and All-Pro, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I can't believe I forgot this. All-Pro Derek Stingley, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Man, congratulations on him, man. All-Pro Derek Stingley, man. Dude, I can't believe I forgot to mention that. But, yeah, man. Gentlemen, y'all have anything else? Hold on. Got a comment from an average man. You heard it here first. We all seen Week 5 rematch of the Bills and Texans.
Ooh, spicy.
Ooh.
Wow,
spicy.
Ooh. Well, I don't know, average man, because we have to go through Buffalo, and that shit's not easy. And also Buffalo's undefeated at home. 9 games at home wins.
Yeah.
Yep. Gentlemen, anything else from Broncos and Bills before we go on to our next one?
That'll do. No.
That'll do it. All right, next game right here, man. We had Jerron's second favorite team against the Packers. Packers at the Eagles. I think the Packers forgot that they had to play on a game on Sunday. But final score 10-22. Eagles take care of business, man. Jordan Love with 3 interceptions. You ain't gonna win shit with that. Hurts, he did enough to take care of the ball. But to me, the stud on this one is Saquon Barkley, man. 25 carries, 119, doing his thing. Just did his thing, and the defense of the Eagles did their thing. Jay, what are your thoughts, man?
Man, I was highly disappointed in this performance. A lot of teams take on the personality of the quarterback. If you think about Peyton Manning, to me, the Colts, when he was playing with the Colts, they were Peyton Manning, right? You know what I'm saying? They ran like him. They took his personality on, his traits on. I think the Green Bay Packers are taking the traits on of Jordan Love. This team is sloppy as hell. And he's the reason why, in my opinion, his gunslinger attitude, he'll see 3 defenders, he'll still throw it in there. He'll see a linebacker underneath a pass, he'll still rocket it like it's a check down pass. The dude just don't care about turnovers at this point. I know he came into the game a little shaken up, a little shaky, but I was highly disappointed. I thought he could do a lot more. Injuries also played a factor in the game. Not having Christian Watson, which at this point you can pretty much depend on not having Christian Watson. Yeah. But of course, I'll give them that little out. Maybe if they have a completely healthy team, they can put up a fight. But they didn't put up a fight this game. A team in the first half, kickoff turnover, terrible interception to Darius Slay. Looked like he threw it to Darius Slay. Mm-hmm. Darius Slay just put it in the breadbasket and said, I'll take this.
I'll take this.
I don't have to work for this interception.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Routine field goal missed at the wide right. Second half, more turnovers, more injuries, and that's the Packers season. I'm just highly disappointed. And the Eagles didn't play great. If you watch this game, the Eagles are kind of like Deontay Wilder, where they're constantly looking for the hook, and they're looking for the hook all game. And to me, the hook for them and their superpower to go with the theme is Saquon and the O-line. And eventually they got it going. And once they got that going, Saquon, of course, over 100 yards, like almost always. Jalen Hurts didn't have to do shit. And he didn't look great, but you got the O-line, you got Fangio's defense, and you got Jordan Love just throwing up Hail Marys every play. It's a recipe for a easy Eagles victory. So
somebody's out there, catch the ball.
Yeah. I see a yellow helmet. F it.
Oh, man. DC, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
I'm watching this game. I'm thinking, what in the hell Brett Favre doing out there on the field? I was like, look at this guy, man. Terrible. We're going to put him at the Justin Herbert category. Justin Herbert, he get a little bit of slack because he ain't got an OC. But you got LaFleur calling plays for you, and you still out here. Man, you throwing interception to linebackers. When you throw an interception to linebacker, that's just a terrible throw.
Right.
I can handle the Slay one, but when you let the middle linebacker like that catch it because you want to force it somewhere and you had a whole other guy that was open, I can't accept that, man. They're gonna have to reevaluate this guy, and they just paid him. Something's got to give. His decision making is terrible, and eventually your teammates will give up on you. That's just a bad outing. And like you say, Hurts didn't have to do much, but when they gave him a hole, he took what they gave him. He ran. Yeah. He had like 6 carries also, maybe 30, 40 yards, and he did that. Hell, even A.J. Brown didn't even have to get involved. Like that offensive line they got, they want to run, they're going to run it.
Yeah.
And Saquon left 30 yards on the field when he slid down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this team, they needed Green Bay to play like this because they really didn't play their best game either.
Yeah.
No. I expected Philly to win it, but I expected to be a little bit more competitive than this. So they needed these turnovers from Green Bay.
Yeah.
So, and they got their hands full coming up too. So we'll see what's going on.
Yeah, man. Average man's calling me out. He said, "Not true, Fredo. You can win throwing 5 interceptions. The Lions did it against us." What, man? Why you bringing up old shit, bro? Here we go, average man. Come on, bro.
He holds a grudge.
Yeah. I was like, hey, man, that's the past, man. Regular season's over. This playoff football, man.
Yeah, this is a whole new season.
Yeah, you one and done right here.
That's funny.
But yeah, man, Jordan Love, man, there was some games, guys, that he had, some good quality passes, man. But like Jay said, overall this season, he hasn't been looking that so great. And I agree with y'all. But it doesn't help that your deep threat is not in the field neither with Watson. And I felt when Watson was in there, he can had more time to do his little check downs, his little corner slots real quick. Mm-hmm. But right now he can't even do that right now. And but yet you got one of the best play callers in the league right now, and you can't make it work. Mm-hmm. You only put up 10 points. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Gentlemen, anything else from this game right here?
Last thing. Why the hell was A.J. Brown reading a book on the sideline?
Oh, just because it was too easy.
That tells me that's a head coach that have zero control of his locker room.
That's incredible.
Yes, that tells me everything I need to know about the head coach.
and the crazy part, like you said, everything about the head coach, they're surviving because of the GM and the offensive line he built. This in acquiring Saquon. A.J. Brown, no, he ain't needed. What A.J. Brown went what? 3 for 1. Three targets for one catch for 10 yards. Mm-hmm. Man, he knows. A.J. Brown don't want to be there. He's just lucky they winning.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about this in the past that the coach from the Eagles, what's his name?
Sirianni.
Sirianni. We know that Sirianni is just there for the puppet. He's a puppet head coach because the guy that's really making the moves is the GM. Yeah. And we know he's mainly the shot caller, and Sirianni is mostly used for his scapegoat. If something goes wrong, Sirianni. It doesn't help neither that his character is shitty. It's dumb.
He
has a character of an 18-year-old that just got his damn driver's license.
His pubes just came out.
He can't control his emotions.
Yeah,
he says dumb stuff all the damn time. If the head coach talks like that, what makes you think the players are gonna react towards that,
And A.J. Brown's been having this all year.
Yeah.
We remember him, and he called out Hurts basically in the middle of the season.
Yep.
And then they win the game. Mm-hmm. They don't look pretty winning the game as an offense. And him going 3 targets, 1 catch, I know he's frustrated.
DC, I got a question for you, man. So A.J. Brown came from the Titans, man. Mm-hmm. Did he had any of this type of characterism in the sidelines that you know of?
Maybe once I've seen it with a little outburst on the sideline, but I don't know if the issue was behind the scenes with Vrabel or whatever, with the GM Robinson, actually. So, because I think him and Vrabel had a pretty good relationship.
Well, because Vrabel's a man's man, Mm-hmm. Like Vrabel told you how it is. That's what I'm saying, man. Like if you don't have control within your locker room, man, what makes you think those players are going to respect you?
It'll leak on the field.
Yep.
It'll start to leak
and
on
makes
the field.
You look bad.
Yep.
Makes you look bad, unfortunately, but it is what it is. As long as they keep winning. Gentlemen, anything else between the Eagles and Packers?
No, sir.
All right, man. Next game. Next game, we got the Commanders at the Buccaneers. Close game right here. And Commanders take care of business right here by field goal, doinking it in the next round. 23-20, Commanders. W right there. DC, what are your thoughts on that, man?
Jaden Daniels. That was their superhero yesterday. I mean, this kid, man, no turnovers, smart with the ball. Kingsbury, he was in his bag.
Yeah.
I was watching some of the plays he was calling yesterday. I'm like, damn, I ain't seen that all year. I ain't know y'all had that in you. So it's good for him that he's got somebody that can call those plays for him. But overall, man, good win for the Commanders, man. At some point, they're going to figure out that. I know it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got to figure out some type of running game to take some of that pressure off of him. Because eventually, if you don't, they're gonna just line it up, and you play somebody like Minnesota or somebody like that, they're gonna pin the air back and come and get the young quarterback. But he's been real poised, man. He's made some awesome throws, man, to a couple of different guys. So Daniels had a great game, I thought, man.
Yeah.
And actually, Buccaneers played a pretty good game.
They did.
It's just the damn fumble. That one fumble changed it all, man. And they never did get another chance to get it back after they tied it up 20-20. That's when Commanders went down there and finished them off. So a rookie with a playoff win. Him and Purdy and Stroud. One of the few that's done that. And when some of the guys we talked about, Herbert, Tua, Derek Carr, Andy Dalton, these guys still ain't got one playoff win. So shout out to him. Commanders got him one. They really do. Yeah. They got him a nice one, man. It's just the first year. You get that first year, and you still get to come back that next year. But the way it looks like right now, it looks really, really promising.
Yeah, it does. He kind of looked like a little Lamar Jackson out there,
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely, man.
The future looks bright over there with the Commanders, man. Jay, I know, they're in the division, man. So what are your thoughts on this, man?
As a NFC East representatives, I would say they have a really good, bright future, but we got to see what they do, how they come back next year. See if Cliff Kingsbury's still there. Maybe the offense changes. It's the NFL, so it's year to year.
Right.
You got to do this again. But in this game, he balled out for real. Yeah. He had 24 for 35, 268, 2 touchdowns, 13 carries, 36 yards. And they actually minimized his carries in this game. It was a back-and-forth game. This was the best game of the week.
Yes.
If you want to see competitive play. Like you said, Cliff Kingsbury, 20-20, he was really good. In the red zone, it was kind of suspect. I didn't like his red zone calls. I didn't like the runs to Brian Robinson Jr., and I didn't like the choices of how to throw in the red zone. And if they got the red zone together, they would have blown these boys out.
Yeah.
It's just the red zone offense wasn't up to par with the rest of the game. But they would have won this by 14 points if they would have got their red zone together. When you look at Tampa Bay, Ty Bowles, man, I don't know if he survives this one.
I'm telling you.
I don't know he survived this one because the defense, his defense, it gave up way too much. Terry McLaurin was way too open. And there's critical times in the game where the ball is going to Terry McLaurin, and he had 5 yards of separation at points. Yep. Some of that's on McLaurin just being good. Some of that's on your defenders are just hot garbage right now. I know they're not healthy, but, man, Ty Bowles come up with something for that. Yeah. And Baker, last thing. Baker had a chance. This game was after the fourth down stop, they were driving up 4 points, 17-13, and Baker had that fumble on that jet motion, and that was the game right then. Gave them another shot in the red zone, and then they cash it in. But the Tampa Bay just shot themselves in the foot way too many times to win this game. And they're only team that lost at home off of a field goal doink, which is crazy. I'm watching that play, and I'm like, oh, you idiot. But it went in, and a win is a win.
Yep, I agree. And the kicker was right there adjusting his sock, his shoe.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
He was nervous as hell.
Yeah, he looked nervous, man, but the right doink went in,
Yep.
So normally those doinks bounce off and they go in the field instead of out of the field, but it is what it is, man. Unfortunately, the Buccaneers had to, wrap up their season. But all season, man, the Buccaneers have always been playing from behind, man. And Commanders just been, surprisingly playing house money, as we call it here. Nobody expected them to be here. And, Jaden Daniels could be one of the futures of the NFL, young QBs. He's 24, I believe, or 23,
something like that. He's an older rookie.
Yeah, he's an older rookie.
He ain't no 20-year-old rookie.
Yeah, so I know he's older than C.J. Stroud.
Yes.
So but this is rookie season. But still, though, there's a reason why he won the Heisman. Let you know he's valid.
And what I will say, what I see what the Buccaneers were trying to do, because they hit him early. Mm-hmm. Like he scrambled and he was hopping out of bounds. Give him a good little message. Yeah. And for the most part, they kept him contained in the pocket, but then he killed him from the pocket. So kudos to him for what he can do from the pocket as a passer. Very accurate. Yeah. He's way more accurate than Lamar was coming out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And I would like to know what his limit is, because if he can build on this, which is going to be difficult. I said that about C.J. Stroud last year. Like, I didn't see much he could build on going into his second season. And it might be the same with Jaden Daniels going into his second season. I don't know how much more he can improve opposed to this. He's already playing like one of the best quarterbacks in the league. It can only go down a little bit from here. But, he got a rookie playoff win. That's all that matters.
Yep. Gentlemen, anything else from this game?
Oh, I'm sorry. Mike Evans.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. Mike Evans, one of 4 wide receivers in the history of the NFL in 10 or fewer games in the playoffs, 50 receptions, 700 yards, 5 touchdowns. The guy is incredible. Yeah. He just opened my eyes. He's incredible.
Oh yeah, Hall of Famer right there for sure.
Definitely.
And he just played his whole season in Tampa Bay. The highlight of his career was when Tom Brady decided to go to South Florida and take his talents over there, man. But yeah, so far Mike Evans is balling out, man. And Mike Evans, he's like what, 31, 32? He's up there. Oh, yeah. Man.
Yeah, he's up there. He can do it a couple more years.
Yeah. I just hope it doesn't go to waste, to be honest.
Hell, give me one Super Bowl, I'm good. I'm set. Yeah. I'm set for life.
Gentlemen, y'all want to go to news and notes?
Yeah. One thing about all these games, all the people who won this week, they won on third down. Yeah. They won the third game, except for Philly. They didn't need to with those turnovers. They won on third down. And they also led in rushing, except for Washington.
Really?
So the third day, Washington the only team that won, but they didn't lead in rush yards. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. The third down and running game is where it's at, man. Yeah. Stand on the field, sustain drives.
Average Man said Evans cooked Lattimore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's ready for that.
Something's wrong with Lattimore, though, because he was terrible in that game. Mm-hmm. He didn't look like New Orleans Lattimore. He was he looked like me out there.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm surprised they didn't fight, because normally them two fight all the damn time.
Ain't no need. Mike Evans was whipping his ass on the field. Ain't no need. There's no back and forth.
They were sliding help over there by the time the game was over. I watched the safety was sliding over there, man. He was worrying about.
Yep, he was tearing that boy up.
Yeah, man. All right, gentlemen. So let's go to some news real quick, man, around the NFL that's not playoff related. We all know New England got a new head coach. Mike Vrabel is the new head coach for New England Patriots now. Who saw this coming, DC? DC said in the group text,
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder saw this one coming, and of course, man, like what happened with Mayo, it was crazy that he got fired in his first year. Now that you got Vrabel back to his home team right there, and he's from that area, I believe, and he's back with the New England Patriots. Gentlemen, DC, what are your thoughts on this, man?
It's a great hire. My only question is, Vrabel, who is he going to hire to call plays?
Oh, we know who.
Who? Because he's
Josh.
He's big on hiring, not McDaniels.
Yeah, yeah,
don't
Josh
do it. See,
McDaniels.
that's my point right there. You got a nice, young, promising-looking quarterback. You go need to go find somebody.
Bill O'Brien.
Because he called plays. We don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So that's what worries me the most about him. I know the defense is going to be legit. They'll figure that part out.
Hey.
But I'm worried about who is going to call plays for Drake May in that offense.
Hey, look, I'm like we just said it, man. Don't be surprised if it's Bill O'Brien or Mike McDaniels. Hey, that's the Patriot way.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And that's the Patriot
It
way.
is.
You know, like I'm telling you.
That way it's been done 5 years now.
I know, but but the owner, he's the one that makes them calls. I mean, like the fact that he hired Vrabel, man, that's such a Patriot thing to do.
It was
Mayo, too.
Yeah, that
That's
too.
what I'm saying. It's like we go hire every player that has come by over here and had a part of our Super Bowl wins be a head coach, but your offensive coordinator has to be Josh McDaniels.
Could have done that last year. Unless, the reason he didn't do it must have been in Mayo's contract that says you're the coach in waiting.
Oh.
I don't understand why they do this 1 year deal.
Yeah.
Just to bank. They could have got Vrabel last year.
Yeah.
So there must have been something in writing somewhere that he made a promise to Mayo, and he's the scapegoat. So I don't know where Mayo's going to go now. He's probably ruined the guy's coaching career.
Nah, not really, man. I can see Mayo as a defensive coordinator.
Where?
Yeah,
Why would you?
I don't-
Why did
I
you
don't
want?
see it,
He
yeah.
wanted to be a head coach.
Yeah.
You gave it to him. You took it away. Now I got to go back to DC for somebody.
Yeah.
He probably do it, but that's a big step back.
Yeah, no,
And
yeah.
you waited all this time in that
Yeah.
organization running that defense
Yeah.
for the, and then when you get your shot, 1 year later you out of there.
Plus, like they give him a 5-year contract.
Yeah.
I mean, he got some money, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Some of these guys got egos though,
Yeah,
pride.
yeah.
But they want to
Yeah.
see if they can do it for themselves.
Yeah, and I get it, but unfortunately, this has been happening much of lately now.
Yeah.
1 year and done head
One
coach.
and done, yeah.
Jay, what are your thoughts on this, man?
Oh yeah, it was bound to happen. Once those two names were mentioned in the same sentence, it was going to happen. And Gerard Mayo, he's the scapegoat in a way, and just move out the way. This was a marriage that was going to happen no matter what.
Yeah.
I know Vrabel wanted to coach there anyway, so it was just. I mean, it's no news, but it's news. You know what I'm saying?
So let's go to some news right here that I'm pretty sure my co-host right here and right next to me wants to talk about. The Dallas Cowboys have parted ways with McCarthy, and so now Dallas is looking for a new head coach. And Jay, you kind of you said off air that you were kind of surprised about this, man. Please elaborate on that, man.
I'm surprised that I'm not, just because of the noise that was happening at the end of the season to bring him back. And I actually saw justification on his terms. Now, we get to the end of the season. You're out of the playoffs. What was that conversation? Mm-hmm. Was that I don't know. I don't 100% know if McCarthy wanted to come back. This ain't a firing. This is McCarthy said, I can go somewhere. The Bears, the Saints, they want to interview me. And as of 5 minutes ago, he interviewed with the Bears already. So that is what it is. With him being gone, I saw a reason for him to stay, but I can't get with his offense. I can't get with his slant flats, his curls. He's got 90 principles in his offense also. He's not no Ben Johnson, and he wants to call the plays. Only thing in his like a feather in his cap was maybe he was just a scapegoat. Everybody's putting more on him than they were on the organization for their offseason. And again, I don't know if he wanted to be part of this anymore. It's going to be interesting going forward, looking for other coaches. Kellen Moore is most likely the front runner for this job, and it scares me. I love his run game, as you see in Philly, but as a passing coordinator, don't love it. As a head coach, I don't know how he's going to be a head coach.
Yeah.
I have no idea how. The only positive for him is he knows the BS that goes on in Dallas. So if he agrees to that, he's complicit. He knows that Jerry is Jerry, and the Dallas media is going to roast you at any time.
And national media.
And national media. like Fox or somebody put out a Cowboys post, and the Cowboys ain't even playing.
Yep.
You know, they put out a something Cowboys post, but I'm still up in the air. I don't know how to feel yet. It all depends on who they bring in and who they're interviewing. I need to see Brian Flores' name in this interview list, and I'll feel a little bit better. If there's no Brian Flores, if there's no attempt to steal a coach like a Mike Tomlin, if they just settle for a Jason Witten or a Kellen Moore or a what's the other name? I had if they just get one of these retreads, I'm gonna be highly upset. If it's just a Cliff Kingsbury, if it's just a Kellen Moore, if it's just some retread, some born. Also Sark. If they put Sark on that list or something, I know his buyout is crazy, but they got the money. But yeah, it depends on the interview list for me of where they go, and as of right now, it's an incomplete grade.
DC, what your thoughts on the Cowboys head coaching situation, man?
I think Mike went in there and asked for a little more power, and that's going to be the key to the Cowboys. When this job came open, there was a lot of guys that said, "No, that ain't for me." There's a lot of guys out there that say, "No, that's not. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to need a little more power to buy these groceries. I'm going to be the one cooking. I can't just relinquish it all to Jerry.
I want to shop in.
I want to have a say in it, and that's going to be the most difficult part. And that's why, like Jay said, they'll probably end up with one of the retreads because it's going to be very difficult for somebody to come in and Jerry give them that much say in the personnel and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but it's going to be really interesting to see which way they go. But like you say, your boy, the front runner, he's been there and done that with Cowboys before, so we're going to see what happens, man. We're going to see.
Yeah, in my opinion, man, I really wouldn't have no damn clue that the Cowboys are going to hire, to be honest with you. I don't know which other quarterback. I mean, I don't know which offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator wants to go over there and deal with that. Me personally, man, like at this point, I'm gonna take Jace Ward.
Yeah. Another name, Pete Carroll. They're looking at retreads. This job is too difficult for a first time head coach. It's too much pressure.
Yeah, and I really don't see like Jerry Jones wanting to give power up as long as he's alive. I mean, until then, I was like, I guess he was the problem, but until then, I guess we'll figure it out. And also, Average Man comment said, Patriots will only win 2 more games next year, 6-11.
That's funny. I saw that too. I saw a comment saying, they're 6-11 now.
6-11 now.
Yeah.
Oh man, who knows, man?
Well, we'll see what they do in the draft.
Yeah.
You get Travis Hunter in there,
and they got the number 1 pick.
They might be able to do some shit.
You're gonna see what happens, man. All right. Any more news?
Last thing, we talked about Deshaun Watson had a setback. He retore his Achilles again, and he underwent surgery again. So the dude, he's done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Put a fork in him.
Cleveland, don't come back and ask for your picks.
They've been used up already.
They're used up. God, man, like looking back at that, man, I still, chuckle inside. I was like, these dumbasses.
Between Cleveland and the coach who won the game.
You talking about what's the name on the beard? Lovey
Smith. Between them two, they changed the future of the Texans.
Oh man, dude! Thank you, Browns, and thank you, Lovey Smith. Thank you, man. That's much appreciated. All right,
picks.
Let's jump into the picks.
Fredo,
Yeah,
I think it's lit. Did the 49ers fire their defensive coordinator? I think that's lit on Rusty. We didn't really talk about that.
So
his first year, you did Steve Wilkes like that last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got rid of him at a time where he couldn't even find a job.
Yeah.
You bring this cat in here, Sorensen or somebody like that, for 1 year, and you already getting rid of him. Now they talking about maybe asking Robert Saleh to come back.
Asking Saleh to come back.
I think that's what's going to happen.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. Me personally, I wish D'Amico would have called him and said, hey, man, why don't you come down here to Houston? Remember? You started off here.
He ain't got no job here in Houston.
Yeah.
Ain't no job for him here.
Yeah. But we'll see, man. But yeah, that's crazy, man. The right now, the 49ers going to trying to clean house. But the head coach, the play callers, they're going to be there. But the defense has not looked good ever since D'Amico really left.
Yep.
And and then Saleh, when Saleh was there, man, Saleh built up that defense, and we saw how Saleh ran that defense in New York. After he left, that defense looked crumbled. But it is what it is, man. That's what you get for taking Aaron Rodgers instead. It is what it is. All right, gentlemen. Let's move on to the divisional rounds, man, next week. So far we got 3 games set in stone. We know what 3 games is going to happen, but we don't know who the Eagles are going to play between the Rams or the Vikings.
Right.
We don't know yet. We're going to find out in a couple hours. But let's talk about the ones that we do know about. A tradition like no other. The Texans as Saturday at 3:30 going to play against defending Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, and Chiefs are favored by 7.5 points.
7.5 in the playoffs?
In the playoffs.
That is disrespectful.
No, there's another one higher than that. Well, we have to wait and see. And so the weather's looking at 27 degrees that day. I don't know, but I got to go with the Texans on this one, man. Give me the Texans.
What's your basis off of that? How do they win this game? Okay.
This right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's all you gotta say.
It's fandom, Jerron.
That's how you can. You don't have to pick them every time.
I do. To me, they're undefeated right here.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but all right. So I'm gonna give you my points. Why?
All right.
So last time the Texans played them, they were giving them a pretty good battle between the first and second before Tank Dell got hurt. And also, I want to say maybe because C.J. Stroud was too busy crying. This is C.J. Stroud's revenge game. Hey, man, you took out my homie.
You
It's
made me
payback
look
time.
like a crybaby.
Yeah, it's payback time. And you know what? This for Tank Dell. That's why the Texans going to beat it, because this going to be Tank Dell, because Tank Dell was out there in his damn what was it, those things called,
Crutches?
Jay? Crutches.
Crutches, yeah.
And I know that hurt C.J. Stroud seeing his boy like that, and that's why he's going to play hard for Tank Dell. This is the field that y'all effed up my homie's career. And you know what? I'm going to F up y'all's chances to go to the Super Bowl. So that's why give me the Texans, man. You wanted the reason, Jerome? There, you got it, man.
Got you. I got you. First game, 27-19. Same place, Kansas City.
Same place, yeah.
How do you feel about always being in this time slot?
I don't care, man.
You don't want no primetime games?
I mean, you know what? At this point, I feel like we play better in the afternoon than we do in prime time.
I actually think I agree with that.
So that's why I said this is a tradition like no other.
I agree with that.
Give me this, man.
That is y'all.
Hey, but you know what? I don't know if it's just a Houston thing, but also in baseball they do us like this as well.
Yeah, it might be a Houston thing.
And we won. We went to the World Series 4 times and won it twice, and we still get the shitty slots. But fuck it.
It's crazy because I saw a tweet. Somebody said, "If I tell you I'm coming at Texans time, no matter what, it's Saturday at 3:00. Mm-hmm. That's Texans time.
That's Texas.
I think it's a numbers thing, viewership, Fredo.
Yeah.
I think when you go back this time next week and you look at the eyes on all 4 games, you'll probably see it. And it's ESPN.
Yeah.
Everybody else got CBS, Fox, or NBC. And they gave the Texans and Chiefs ESPN.
Yeah. And this past one, we had CBS.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Go ahead, Jake.
I really feel like it's they don't like us.
Yeah, but for my pick, this is actually the Texans against the Texans. The Houston Texans versus the Dallas Texans, and I'm taking the Dallas Texans. I think it's going to be a 5-point game, though. I think it's going to be close. Like you said, it was close, especially up in before Tank got hurt. But I can also say the Chiefs ain't doing that Chargers crap. They don't have home field advantage in Houston again, and the Chiefs will make you pay if you make mistakes early, and the Chargers didn't make them pay. I think the Chiefs will win by 5. Probably 28-23.
Oh, I didn't give my score prediction. You said 28-23? Mm-hmm. I'm going to say Texans win 21-17.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's my guess. DC?
I'm Fredo.
Don't do it, man.
Tank was the bright spot last game.
Yeah.
He had over 80 something. Nico had 60 yards. It was a bad run day for you guys also. So they're not gonna let Nico be everything Slowick did this week. You might well throw all that out the window because that ain't gonna work in Kansas City. He's got to come up and revamp a whole new game plan for these guys this week, and it's gonna be very tough. If you can't run the ball, CJ turned it over twice when they played him last time. You cannot do that. You cannot do that, man. It's gonna be a very uphill battle. I'm still trying to figure out where the points come from. I'm taking the Chiefs 20-10.
Jesus.
Ooh.
That's where I'm going 20-10, Fredo. 20-10.
Man, chill with that.
But you got to find where the points come from, Fredo. Who's going to be the unsung hero? Is it going to be the tight end? Mechie?
I'll tell you this, man. Look,
they're going to have to find somebody else.
Unsung hero. If I could give someone unexpected to happen, Mechie.
No. Mechie's not ready. We saw that early. Mechie's not ready.
Robert Woods.
Maybe Robert Woods. I would say Schultz. Dalton Schultz.
Man.
He'll be the one.
Man.
Fredo ain't got no confidence.
Because Mechie is not ready. The lights were too bright for Mechie last game.
Hey, you know, sometimes you got to drop some to get some. Look, I'm trying to help on my team. Y'all two negative Nellies, right? Man,
you an average man can do it.
What do you think the points going to come from, Fredo? What do you think the points come from?
CJ Stroud, bro. I'm telling you, CJ Stroud is going to run his, he's not going to take negative plays, no interceptions. He's going to run for his first downs, man. I'm telling you. And then Mixon, too, man. And the defense, man. The defense is going to come hard.
Your defense is going to be there. Your defense is going to play.
But
I'm worried about is the Texans turning the ball over. That's the one I'm worried about. And giving them a short field.
Yeah. Or we could say Hutchinson. Somebody needs to step up, man. Like,
you're going to need Stingley to get him one touchdown.
Yeah. Well, no, it's Stingley. And we're going to depend on also and also, what's the linebacker's name that got suspended? Shair?
Yeah, Shair.
He didn't play last game because he was suspended.
That's true. And he balled out this playoff game. I'll give him that.
And he's back. So I dare Mahomes to run. I dare him to run, sir.
He's going
to
get concussed.
Take your head off.
It's going to be Isaiah Pacheco game, man.
Man, the Texans can stop the run. They can stop the run. The only thing I worry about is Mahomes after, his little unplayed plays. Unscripted.
Yeah.
That's how Mahomes kills you.
Now, again, on the Texans side, if CJ can do that little right rollout, if you see that and it's successful, they're gonna have some problems.
Yeah. All right, man. There we go. Positivity, guys. Come on. All right, Texans got this one right here.
Okay,
but not to my co-host right here. All right, here we go. Next game, Saturday night. We got the Commanders at the Lions. Lions are favored by 8.5 points. Indoor stadium, so the weather is not going to be as bad. But War Warriors right here. You got the Commanders going in. I'm really thinking about this one, man. But I have to go with the Lions right now. Give me the Lions. Final score 24-17. Lions win.
What's the
8.5
spread? 8.5?
8.5.
I agree. It's going to be a closer game. I think it's going to be 30-27. Lions victory. It's going to be a field goal to win the game. I think Jaden Daniels balls out. I think it's too much offense for the Lions, and they somehow, some way, kick a game-winning field goal to go up 30-27.
Do you see?
I'm taking the Lions. I'm going to go 31-21. I don't. The Lions cannot let the Commanders stick around. I'm telling you, they better blow them out. Do not let these guys stick around and give them any type of confidence. So that's what I'm thinking they're going to do. That's why I'm going with the Lions. They're going to beat them by 10 because if anything other than that, like y'all say, them 3-point games, that's going to be a coin flip, especially if they get the ball last.
Yeah.
With Daniel, I mean, the defensive playbook go out the window with him.
Yeah.
He's off script, and he's going to do what he needs to do to put that team in position. And hopefully the kicker can straighten his leg out. But I'm going to go 30-20, the Lions.
30-20, okay.
But it should be a very exciting game, man. It should be. And weather won't be a factor at all. But Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, man. You got to contain that in the Monroe.
I really think the Commanders going to do everything impossible to throw some loop-de-loop against the Lions. House money, guys.
Fredo. If Lattimore played like he did this past week, it's toast.
Bombs.
Jameson, or Monroe. That's going to be the key. If Lattimore don't do no better than he did this past week, hey, Jared Goff going to be letting him have it.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else between this game right here?
Mm-mm.
So I forgot to mention this. Average Man comments. He said, "Jerron, defense wins championships. This is our recipe." He's talking about the Texans, and said the time is better for us because it's colder in Kansas City and Buffalo at night. So he's saying the time.
Oh, the time slot.
Yep.
It does. Yeah, that is true. Because all them times y'all played Cincinnati, like it was like Cincinnati every playoff game, and y'all were always at this time slot. So and that helped in Cincinnati too.
And he said Hutchinson is ready to take that.
No,
spot.
no, he's not.
That's what he said.
No.
I'm just a messenger, man. I'm just a messenger.
Those lights are bright. Those lights, and then you're looking over there at Andy Reid. Mm-hmm. You're looking at the defense Spags. Ooh, that's a lot of pressure.
It's 0-0, Jerron.
I agree.
0-0, man.
I agree.
Any given Saturday at 3:30, anything can happen. Okay.
Did the tackle play last time y'all played them? The Chiefs tackle, what's his name? Was he hurt?
I think he was hurt.
The guy in the middle.
I think he was hurt.
Yeah. Chris Jones.
Oh, Chris Jones?
Yeah.
I think he.
No, he played.
Did he?
Did he? Because I know he missed the game.
No, it was the following game.
Oh, he got hurt in that game.
He got hurt that game.
Yeah,
Okay.
he got hurt in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to get hurt again.
Damn it.
Yep.
Damn it, Fredo.
So, all right. So, next game right here, the 2 o'clock, what is it? Yeah. The 2 o'clock game on Sunday is the Eagles, but we don't know who the Eagles going to play.
Who do you think they're going to play?
I think they're going to play the Rams.
Ooh. Damn. So, Rams playing in Minnesota.
Yep.
You said
they're playing the game in Arizona tonight.
Oh, in Arizona. I'm sorry. Yeah, Arizona.
Yeah.
So it's a neutral site game.
Yep. But there's more Rams fans down there.
Yeah.
We know that. And Rams was going to make the drive over there.
They should have put that game in Vegas. Why they didn't do that if they wanted to make it closer to home for the Rams?
Exactly.
Because they don't want the players to get in trouble.
Hey, that's part of the gig.
Yeah.
I think they play the Vikings.
Vikings?
Yeah.
Vikings.
I think the Vikings. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we really can't pick that game.
No, you can't.
Yeah. So let's go to a game that is already set. This one here, it's gonna be a good one, man. We got the Ravens at the Bills, and the Ravens are favored by 1 point. Disrespectful, man. Disrespectful.
Game of the year right here.
On their field.
On their
In
field.
Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
It changed. It wasn't like that earlier. I think it was the other way.
So they're gonna play 5:30 locally time right here. So that means in New York they're gonna play like at 7:30. I think New York is 2 hours ahead of us.
1 hour ahead of us.
1 hour, so 6:30. 18 degrees outside, guys. No snow, cloudy, 18 degrees. Buffalo's Buffalo. Give me Buffalo. They're gonna win at home. Final score: 28-24. Buffalo wins. Josh Allen is going to do Josh Allen things. That's what I got. Jay?
This is more of what I want to happen because I have no idea how this game is going to go. Most of the time I can kind of scout and see what is what. I think this is tough. I think the Ravens win it. and they win it by 7, 27-20. The passing game for the Buffalo Bills struggles. And we all know that Baltimore has a good run defense, so James Cook could be neutralized. Then it's the Lamar versus Josh Allen show. I just can't wait. I think 27-20 Ravens, but I can't wait for that game. That's gonna be great.
Yeah. DC?
The Ravens. Like Jay just said, I think the run defense for the Baltimore Ravens is very, very stiff. Josh gonna have to beat him with his arm. And he's gonna have to throw for about 275 and run for about another 80.
Yep.
That's what's gonna happen. Because I'm telling you, it might be a keep away game.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be one of Derrick Henry. Let's go. Whoever defensive line quits first.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be one of them back and forth. But that's why I don't really. My score to this game is gonna be 2017. I think it's gonna be a time possession game. I think it will be. We playing keep away from each other.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be very. That way, I think it's gonna be very difficult for Josh to put up those type of numbers in that low scoring game. So I'm gonna take Baltimore.
Yeah.
Pull it out.
Okay. And Average Man says Baltimore's back end defense will get exposed.
That's possible. I don't know who's gonna do it. I don't think Khalil Shakur could do it. I don't think Amari could do it. It'll have to be one of them Josh Allen superhero plays down the field. I don't know which receiver could do it. The one thing, the matchup I would watch for though is Derrick Henry versus the second level of
Milano and those guys.
Oh yeah, of Milano, and you know the Buffalo Bills play a lot of nickel.
Yeah.
So you got him. You got an extra defensive back out there, and you got Derrick Henry. That could be ugly.
And 18 degrees. What
Yeah.
18 degrees. Yep.
Yeah, that could be ugly. People don't want to get hit like that. So to me, that's the matchup: Derrick Henry versus that second level. If he can get to the second level, it might get ugly.
Baltimore's secondary has gotten better over the season. They start the first of the year. Everybody, the Raiders, everybody was beating them deep.
Yeah.
And as the year went on, they finally got better and better. So we're gonna see. It should be a good one. That's what we hope for.
So Average Man put in his picks. He says Texans, Lions, and Bills.
Okay.
Yep.
So who you think this game is bigger for? Who needs this game the most? Josh Allen or Lamar?
To me, I think Josh Allen needs it more.
Lamar needs it more. Lamar needs it.
I think it might be Lamar.
They killing Lamar already.
Well, yeah, because they always give Lamar heck. He wins all these MVPs, but he
That's
doesn't.
that's what you just said.
Yeah.
See, because to me, I put Lamar ahead of Josh Allen just because he's got them. He's made more steps to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, his one step is to beat that man in Kansas City.
Yeah.
If he once he get to that one, even if he don't win the Super Bowl, I think if he ever gets to the point where he beats Patrick Mahomes head to head, people gonna look at it different. They gonna look at him different instantly right there.
Yeah.
Because that's the guy. That's the guy everybody wants to knock off.
Hey, man, look, if Lamar Jackson and the Ravens can pull this off and get into the Super Bowl, if they're in it, they win it.
Todd Monken, stay out the way.
Yep. Run the damn ball.
Run the damn ball.
I'm gonna go back to the Texans Chiefs game real quick. You think the Chiefs start out rusty?
Yes.
All this time out?
Yep.
That could be a positive for the Texans if they can hop out, score on their first drive.
Fast.
Yeah, score out. This is where Slowick
Hold the ball.
Bobby Slowick.
Yeah.
Sidelines Mahomes.
This is where Slowick needs to get one of them shot plays to Nico early.
Right off the bat.
Right up, like give me 50-yard touchdown. That'll change the attitude of this game. Because the Chiefs still, they practice, but that ain't no game.
No.
They haven't seen live.
walking.
Yeah, they haven't seen live rounds in a while.
They're about to get hit.
Aziz is gonna hit him.
Aziz is coming. Mahomes.
Been almost 3 weeks from Mahomes, just about. I think.
Yeah.
He played last. Or he set that last week out.
Zeke's been in his cage, man, locked up.
Yeah.
Going like, come on, let me out.
He came out hitting too.
Yeah, he's gonna come hit him, man. It was like, oh, you guys want a bad guy?
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy. Ooh, man, y'all getting me hype, man.
He's sliding. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Slide more.
Hey, Fredo, I'm telling you right now, I don't want to hear nothing about no refs. They're going to get the calls, okay?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm telling you right there.
Yeah.
The Chiefs going to get the benefit out of that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right
Yeah,
there.
that one
the Patriots
call.
did it for years. Now the Chiefs is doing it. They're going to get the benefit
I
out
can
of
already see Lassiter holding.
Yeah.
Lassiter holding on the third and 8. They're gonna be, and Fredo gonna send that text.
Oh yeah.
Keep your hands away from Mahomes, man.
Okay, let me Tunsil. False start.
It's going to be loud.
Yep.
Freaking Isaiah. Breathe on Mahomes.
Yep. Late hit out of bounds.
Yep. God, man. God. Kansas City, man. You scumbags, man.
They're the new Patriots. Patriots used to get all them damn calls too.
Yep. I don't know, man. But we'll see what's gonna happen. We see what happens with these games, man. But we'll be back next week. Same time, same channel. But thank you for tuning in to the Chill Football Podcast. Like always, man, please hit that subscribe, like, share. Tell your friends about our podcast. Please pass on the word about this podcast. That'd be much appreciated. For always, Average Man, thank you for tuning in, man. Like you
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.
You're a big hope. I mean, you're a big part of this show right here. Thank you so much. But yeah, guys, we'll be back next week. Tune in. Until then, peace.
Peace out.
Later.
Alive!